Not today, Buggies. Not today. Not to. Oh, too much. I can taste it. Gotcha, Bugs. It's all you. Oh, God. What is up, everybody? I am Scotty Hastings, and welcome to my channel. Yes, I am covered in bug spray because of the fact that there are bugs like crazy out here right now. This is the long-awaited video that everyone's asking about. By the way, welcome back to my local range here that I shoot at. So, I am going to give you the 4 steps on how to become a para archer. Some of these will apply to you, some of them will not. Either way, I need to get the information out there, especially for people who are just starting archery and really want to get into it. So let's get the information out there and let's get it going. All right. Step number 1, all right? Not so much a step, more of an understanding. You have to have an eligible disability. I've talked about this before in my story video, and basically what I mean is that pain is not considered for classification. I've said this before, and I'm going to continue to say it because people believe that just because it hurts means that they can be classified. That's not the truth. It's not, and it will never be. Unfortunately, pain can be faked. I mean, God! You don't know. My superior acting ability, obviously, you think that I really hurt myself, but I barely touched myself. Just because you're getting old and you have bad knees and your lower back kind of hurts a little bit now, does not make you eligible to be para. Just because you're getting old and things don't move the way they used to, does not mean that you are able to be a para archer. Eligible disability, it has to be a disability that affects your range of movement, okay? And it has to be severe enough to where it's basically a lifestyle change. Then it's a possibility of being classified. You will never hear me say that I guarantee that you will be classified, because classification is a whole nother beast, and the classifiers are, they're their own entity and they do whatever the heck they want. Step number 2, and it's the most important part, all right? Learn to shoot a bow. Unfortunately, I should not have to say that, but there are people out there that think that they can be a para archer and not know how to shoot a bow. The only reason why I'm saying this is because it happens. And it has happened, and it probably will continue to happen. Hopefully not. Hopefully they watch this video and they're like, oh crap, man, I don't even know how to shoot a bow. Maybe I should stop and think for a second. Don't be that guy. I'll say it now. Don't be that guy who doesn't know how to shoot a bow. Maybe they shot a freaking bow back in like when they were like a kid in school, and it seemed pretty easy. Don't be that guy. Know how to shoot a bow. Have a bow, preferably. I mean, if you're going to shoot these tournaments, it would behoove you to own a bow that you can take to these tournaments. And as far as learning how to shoot, go to your local shops, talk to them. Most of your local shops will actually let you try bows. They'll let you shoot bows. Go to that local shop, shoot that bow, check with your community rec centers. A lot of times community rec centers will have something as far as being able to shoot. Your regional disability groups. So your regional disability groups, like I know there's one in Tennessee, there's one in Clarksville, there's a Paralympic group in Clarksville where you can learn this stuff. Check on Facebook, check on, Google. Just Google it, man. You can find anything on Google, honestly. And then watch for clinics that are put on by those regional groups, because there's gonna be clinics. There's clinics for everything anymore. I mean, before I got into this, I never really noticed, but now that I'm really heavy into the para stuff, I noticed that there's clinics all over the place. So do that. Keep a lookout for those. There's clinics for the regional disability groups. There's clinics by community agencies, and even like the Valor Games. All right, especially if you're a vet. If you're a vet and you don't know what the Valor Games or the Endeavor Games or any games like that is, you need to reach out and to find out. Okay, Valor Games is a great step in the right direction so that you can learn how to shoot archery, and at the same time with Valor Games you can learn how to shoot the type of tournaments that we shoot. Okay, so it's not only learning how to shoot, but now you're also learning how to shoot the style of tournament. Okay, unfortunately I shouldn't have to say that step, but it happens all the time. Just because you're disabled does not mean that you can become a para archer. You actually have to know how to shoot a bow. Step 3, attend tournaments. Go to tournaments. Go to your local tournaments, all right? Go to your state tournaments. Go to your regional tournaments. Go to the tournaments. How do you know if you like it if you've never been to a tournament? Go to the tournaments, see what it's all about, learn from it, and move forward in whichever direction you want to go. Whether you like it, whether you don't like it, that's fine. There's so many different styles of tournaments out there. You know, you have FIDA, which is what we shoot for the para team. It's a FIDA style tournament. And that's ran by USA Archery. You have 3D style tournaments, which is where you're shooting at fake animals, and that's ran by ASA and NFAA. And then you have field tournaments, which is where you're shooting at a dot, but you're shooting at different distances. All right, there's all different types of tournaments out there. Go out there, figure out what you like, what type of tournament you like. If it's FIDA, awesome, come shoot with us. If it's 3D, sweet, that's where the money is. Do it. If it's field, go out, do it, and have fun. Our job on the para team is not to push you toward the para team or toward FIDA. It is to push you out into a bow, out into nature, and learning how to shoot and shooting the best you possibly can. Step 4, get classified. Classification's tricky. It really is. So what you're gonna do in order to get classified is you have to get in touch with our coach, Randy Smith. Okay, she will send you the forms, the medical forms that your doctor has to fill out. Unfortunately, you cannot fill out your own forms because people lie. I mean, there's no beating around the bush, people lie. The forms will go to your doctor will fill them out. Unfortunately, this step, number 4, the last step that you have to do, basically the only step that you have to do if you have already bypassed all 3 of the other steps, this is where everyone just kind of gives up, all right? Don't give up. You're not even doing the work. Your doctor fills out the papers. You're not even doing it. The doctor knows more about your injury than you do because that's your doctor and they know medical stuff. So let your doctor fill it out. Then you'll get it back to Randy. Once Randy gets it, then she holds on to it and she will let you know when next year's dates are for classification. There's no tournaments. There's the classifiers. We don't need classifiers because it's off season right now. With the new season starting up around April or whatever, a little bit closer on, you know, stay tuned onto my channel and I will let you know what tournament the classifiers will be. I'll let you know dates, times, all that stuff. If this is really something you want to do, then I urge you to, you know, get in contact with my coach, Randy Smith. I'm not going to put my coach's email on this comment. I love my coach. I would not let that happen because there's some haters out there and there's some people who just kind of want to waste time with Randy. Sorry, unfortunately. I don't sugarcoat stuff. If you want to get in contact with Randy, if you really want to get in contact with her, send me a message or, you know, send me a comment on here and I will help you out. I'll get you to the right channels. I'll get you the information that you need in order to get there. Just stay tuned to, you know, the USA Archery Facebook page, the US Para Archery Facebook page, and, you know, stay tuned on my channel and I will have information as far as classification, as far as the dates, what tournaments and all that stuff. But yeah, that's the 4 steps to becoming para. It's actually pretty easy. I mean, like I said, it's not a hard thing to do. I mean, your doctor does most of the work other than shooting. If you're using someone else's bow, if you're using the WTB bows, if you're a vet, if you're using a buddy's bow, whatever, all right? If you want to get to this level, to this para level, if you want to get there, you have to invest, all right? Or look for a company that'll help you out. Operation Once in a Lifetime, the Challenged Athlete Foundation. Find a company like that. Reach out to them, and mainly if you're a vet, especially if you're a vet, you know, reach out, find someone. There's so many people looking to invest in what we are trying to do, especially a veteran trying to get into sport. Reach out to them, let them know. We'll have a bunch of different videos coming out. very soon. The 19th is coming up quick, and I will be at a coach symposium, and I'm gonna take you guys with me, and we're gonna see what that's all about. It's gonna be more of like a vlogging style video rather than just like these, you know, hang out in the woods or hang out next to a gray wall and talk video. So yeah, I'm gonna get to shooting. 10. Also, I've said this before on the My Story video, but it's like 45 minutes long and ain't nobody got time for that. I'm gonna say it again, especially now in this video where it's a lot more important to say it. With the VA, you can get paid to be an archer from the VA. Okay, you have to hit a certain score. Once you hit that score, you can submit the paper to the VA. Do not submit that score to the VA and get paid unless you are classified. So the way the VA works is once you shoot that score, you submit the paperwork, the VA will start to pay you. From that moment that your papers are processed, from that moment you have 1 year to get classified, according to the VA. Say you go to classification 11 months, 10 months down the road, and you don't classify. Now the VA's coming for you, man. They're gonna get that money back, I promise you. One way or another, they're either gonna take it out of your pay or you're gonna pay them directly. But they're gonna get that money back. I've seen it happen, and just trying to help you guys, making sure you don't mess up something with yourselves, with your families. I know most of us have families, most of us have jobs, and I don't want to see money get taken away from families and from people, man, especially my veterans. We don't deserve to have money taken from us. I mean, it happens enough all the time anyhow from the VA. So that's just a word of advice. Do not, until you get classified, try to get paid to shoot archery from the VA, because I've seen it blow up in somebody's face, man, and it sucks. Thank you for tuning in. Like I said before, go ahead and subscribe. Give me a big old thumbs up if you like this video, and I will see you guys on the next one.